Hey guys, so tonight we're making creamy beef and shells. You're going to need flour, olive oil, whatever kind of noodles you want. I decided to go with macaroni noodles. Minced garlic, or you can cut up your own garlic. Italian seasoning, mustard powder or mustard seed, paprika, tomato sauce, 1 onion, 2 cups of beef broth, and I made my own, heavy cream, and shredded cheese. And I'm going to cut up the onion and start the meat, and I'll be back. All right, so I am cooking the hamburger meat right now, and I've got my noodles boiling over here. You're going to cook the noodles until they're al dente, and if you don't know what al dente is, that means not completely done, close to being done, almost. And make sure you drain those and turn them off so they don't start getting soggy, because they are going to get added with the rest of this and cook for a little bit longer, so you don't want them to get mushy. So I'm going to cook up this meat and then I will be back. Okay guys, I drained the meat and put it to the side in a bowl. You're going to take your chopped up onion and saute it with a little bit of the olive oil in the pan. Just to be transparent, I didn't do a whole onion, so if you're looking at mine and know that it's obviously less than a whole onion, we're not all super crazy about onions in this house, so I just did half an onion, you know, for the flavor and all of that good stuff. But when you do yours, if you're fine with onions, do a whole onion. So I'm going to let this cook up, and then I will be back to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, once you've got your onion nicely sauteed, you guys can see mine's not cremated, it's just sauteed. You're gonna add either two garlic cloves, that you chop up yourself, or 2 tablespoons of the minced garlic. You guys know William likes garlic, so I always put extra in here. I'm gonna turn that down a smidge. Like that. You're gonna add your Italian seasoning. Mustard seed or mustard powder. I'm using mustard seed, but you can use mustard powder if you want. Paprika. Salt to taste. Pepper to taste. You're gonna add your flour now. And be careful in this part. You don't want it to burn. You just want it to brown a little bit before you start adding your broth. And really, this is just to burn off some of that flour taste before you add that. So at this point, it should look like this. Now you're going to slowly add in your beef broth. And I made mine, so that's why it's in this cup. And you're going to add your tomato sauce. All right, you're going to bring this to a boil. And then once it's been brought to a boil, you're going to let it simmer for about 6 to 8 minutes. And I'll be back. All right, next you're going to add your heavy cream. And you can substitute milk if you don't have heavy cream. Mix this up a little bit. Then you're going to add your hamburger meat. And then you're going to add your noodles. And once you've incorporated that real well, you're going to add your cheese. And keep stirring this until it melts. If you want to add more cheese, you can add more cheese. I'm going to make some bread and then I'll be back to plate. All right guys, here it is plated with some garlic bread.